Hey, what's up everyone? Long time no see. My name is Dustin, and things might look a little bit different. I've got a whole bunch of updates and new stuff to show you and all that kind of crap, so let's go! So it's been a couple of weeks or months or something like that since I posted an actual video of me doing something, and since then I've gotten a whole bunch of stuff. I got a new camera. This is what you're seeing. I used to use my phone. You know, it would record 1080 HD video, which was nice and all that. It had a good microphone. So, take a text message. Text message. It's my mom. The only problem is when I'm using this, I can't use my phone because I'm using my phone to record the video, and the memory's also not that good, and it's not a video recording device, a high quality one. So you're looking through a new camera. It's a Canon PowerShot SX520 HS, something like that. Link will be in the description, like everything. And it looks pretty good. It's a super zoom or mega zoom, whatever you call them, so I can zoom out to space if I want to, which is really nice. 16 megapixel 1080p, which is nice. My monitor is only 720, so I don't really get the benefit of it, but you guys will if you have a 1080 screen. I'm also using two makeshift lights. These are like the really cheap dish lights that you can get at like Lowe's or Home Depot or Walmart or whatever. And then just a big daylight bulb. And I got two of them, one on each side. One's diffused, the other one used to be, but I took it off because sure. So hopefully this looks kind of good. I don't know how it'll sound. This doesn't have mic in, so I was thinking about recording with the sound recorder on my phone or with my new headset, which I'll show you. I don't know. We'll see how this turns out and go from there. If it sounds like crap, tell me, and then for future videos I'll record with something else. This is I don't know, 5 feet away from me. I haven't zoomed in a little, so the big thing that's super important, which I'm going to mainly be talking about, is I built a computer. I've built my first computer, which is awesome. I built, basically it's a gaming computer, but I'm not really going to be using it for gaming that much, although that's what I've been doing. Portal 2 is amazing. So yeah, I'll show you it and show you some of the specs and all that kind of crap, and yeah! So this is my new computer, and these are my hands. This is the second time I've tried to make this because the first time the footage was so damn noisy and grainy that I just couldn't stand it. So let's try it again. Maybe this will work with more lights and stuff. Anyway, computer. Corsair 200R case. It's a mid-tower case. It's got a whole bunch of vents for fans and stuff. It's really, really nice. It was, not stupid expensive, not stupid cheap either, but it's, a simple black case, which is what I like. Just power button, reset button, speaker, and mic inputs on the front, and 2 USB 3.0 ports. That's everything. It's a really simple case. So anyway, open it up. I do like how there's the 2 intakes or exhausts, whichever you want to use right here. I don't use them. I just pretty much use them as, if there's negative pressure, it'll just be an intake, but I do like how that's there if I wanted to use it. Anyway, ooh, yeah. Look at all that. All the parts that you're going to see in this are going to be listed on the PC Parts Picker link that I will have in the description. It'll be all the parts, the exact ones that I use for this build. So if you want to build this exact same thing, it'll be there. You can see how much I paid, this, that, and the other. Everything that I bought for this was either bought through Amazon or Newegg. I could have saved money if I would have bought it here or there, but because I have Amazon Prime, I wanted everything in 2 days because I'm extremely impatient. I'm just that way. So everything was bought Amazon Prime in 2 days, and boom, had it built. So these are the inner machinations of my computer. The main heart of this is an AMD 8320 processor, AMD FX 8320 processor, I should say. Yeah, it's 3.5 gigahertz overclocks, turbo boosts up to 4, and all that nonsense. It's the best for the money. That's pretty much what I went for. So yeah, that's a really, really good processor. It's so much better than my old laptop. So, Cooler Master, Hyper 212 Evo, whatever, CPU cooler, the big one. It's big. but it cools. For being completely air-cooled, this thing stays really cool. It runs at like 34 to 35 idle, and usually about 50 or less doing anything else except for, really high-intensity video editing or something. It'll go up to like 60 max, but pretty much 55 and under is where it will stay. This piece of tape is only here just because a little bit of air was escaping out this way, so this is just there to prevent that. That's all it is. It's nothing bad. Motherboard is an Asus M5A99FX Pro R2. Yeah, the link will be in the description for all this. This motherboard uses the AMD 990 chipset, whereas I could have used a 970 chipset motherboard and it would have been cheaper. But this gives me expandability and a whole bunch of really good options. I can run, a bunch of graphics cards if I want to, a bunch more RAM, blah, 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 blah. It's just a better motherboard to last me longer. This is the Sapphire Radeon R9 980 graphics card. It's got 3 gigs of RAM, and yeah, it's really, really badass. For me not having a desktop until now, I can't really compare this to anything else. So, I just saw this and it was a good price and blah, 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 and it compared to the other ones, and there we go. Now I have it. As for RAM, I just have 8 gigs of G-Skills Aries series 2x4 RAM, whatever it is. I will get 16 gigs eventually, but right now that'll work. Corsair CX600 600 watt power supply. I know that if I wanted to add another graphics card or something like that, I'd need to bump this up to like an 800 or so. But for right now, this works just fine. I have a standard DVD read-write drive up there, just a cheap one. I also have, for storage, a big 1 terabyte Western Digital 1 terabyte hard drive, and I have a 120 gigabyte SSD for the operating system and programs that I use a whole lot, especially Inventor. Autodesk Inventor is the design software I use for 3D printing stuff. I have it on the SSD and it starts up in like 10 seconds. It's awesome. On my old laptop, it used to start in like 4 minutes. Now it's like 10 seconds and it's great. Other than that, there's basic fans around here. I have the 2 stock cooling fans for the case up on top. I have 2 Rosewill LED ones, blue LED ones that are intakes here and here. And I have this one in the back that's some other one that I found on Amazon, and it blows out a whole bunch of air. So a lot of air movement, but this thing stays really cool, which I really like. Other than that, my wire management isn't terrible. I mean, it could obviously be a lot better, but it could obviously be a lot worse. So this was my first computer build ever. It took me less than 2 hours to completely build, and everything worked on the first try. It was absolutely wonderful. I was so happy. And I've had no problems since then. Everything seems to be running in perfect order, and nothing's being weird or anything like that. So for my first computer build, and it's a pretty badass build, it's going to be on there. So other peripherals that I can think of is I'm using just like a basic USB keyboard right now. It's actually about as old as I am. My mom used it when she had her Windows 98 or Windows Millennium computer. So yeah, it's pretty old, but it works because it's the only USB keyboard that I have right now. I'll eventually get a better one, but for right now, you can tell it's like that 90s computer white plastic stuff. You know what I mean. But it works. It's loud. It's not mechanical. It's just loud by itself, but it works. I also have a mouse. It's a wireless mouse, a Logitech. It comes with a wireless keyboard, but the wireless keyboard was being stupid, and you can't have that when you're playing a game, which is why it's in there, and I'm using this. Only other thing I can think of is headset. These are the Turtle Beach X12s. They sound really, really, really good. I am genuinely surprised in how good they sound, because these cost less than what most of my recording headphones cost, and they sound really freaking good. These are amplified. I'll do a full review on these eventually, but yeah. They monitor your voice while you're talking, which I really, really like. It really bothers me when I can't monitor my voice. So these are comfortable. They sound really good. They get loud as hell, and listening to death metal is awesome loud. as for that, that's about all I can really think of. So yeah, that was my build. I hope that you guys liked it. Like this video if you like it. As for the 3D printer, I will be doing more 3D printing videos. Don't panic! I will, I promise, I swear. I will, eventually. I don't know. I'm in the middle of like doing finals and stuff like that in school. So that's finals. You know, for those of you in college, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm doing finals. So, yeah, finals will be over in the next couple weeks and I'll be done. And eventually, now I'll just have weeks to do nothing other than when I work on the weekend. So yeah, that's going to be good. If you guys had any input, you have anything, any tips, anything that I should know about computers or anything. I mean, I know a bunch about computers. That's what my degree is going to be in, but yeah, feel free to post stuff. If you have any questions, if you happen to be using some of these parts and you have any questions, feel free to ask me or ask in the comments and someone will answer it. If it's not me, maybe. Anyway, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this and more 3D printing videos to come. Yeah, so anyway, I'll see y'all later.